Hello everyone, welcome to the video series on prompt engineering with practice powerful patterns for real-world applications. I am Professor Achin Poonam. I work as an assistant professor at the Department of Management at the BITS Pinani campus in Rajasthan. And this series has been created to make awareness about how to use generative AI in a very efficient manner. The thing is, this is a totally uncut video. We are not going to edit it, so some of the hiccups will be there. We request to ignore those and see how the content is getting delivered in a series of sessions in which and there will be around 30 to 40 videos, very short videos we will create, which will help you to learn generative AI and how to prompt the any of the LLMs that you use, maybe Gemini, ChatGPT, or Claude, and we will use only the free versions of the softwares and will show how, with using better prompts, your outputs can be significantly improved. So, coming to the introduction part, this is as we have discussed, that's the video series on prompt engineering. The goal of this series is to transform your AI interactions from basic queries to strategic business goals. And as the series progresses, our promise is that you will have some practical techniques to improve your AI outputs. What is the current landscape that is happening around is earlier we used to write very small prompts, do this, perform this action, but the outputs were not as consistent. But slowly and slowly things are getting systematic and we are moving towards pattern-based approaches. Still, the current challenges that lie, their results are inconsistent from the AI tools that are getting coming in the market day in day out. So the industry is trying to shift from ad hoc prompting, making small adjustment to a systematic approaches, and that is a whole field of prompt engineering that is coming up. So the strategic advantage of doing this is organizations that with well-defined prompting methodologies have report faster solution. Why we use these patterns? The reason is why we should use these patterns is because they are more efficient. They reduce the trial and error with proven approaches. Further, the consistency is there that they create repeatable processes for the teams. They are very versatile that you can apply the same patterns across different business problems. It helps in delegation, where you develop a common AI language task within the teams. And finally, it also helps in quality control, where you establish standards for AI outputs. So basically, what question comes, what is a prompt pattern? So prompt pattern is a way in we document a certain structure of phrases. So that phrase, the text you write in English or any other language is basically a prompt that you're writing. And how it becomes a pattern, it's a way in which document a certain structure of phrase and statements in order to solve a particular problem with a LLM. So prompt is any text that you write, and if you write in a certain manner, so that you are able to solve a particular problem, it's because of the pattern, and that's the definition of the prompt pattern. By using your LLMs, what you may want to do a simple task like tell yes and no, and which can be further either you want to summarize something, you may want the to ask LLM to ask questions back. The LLM should ask questions to us, not only provide answers to our questions, but it should also provide answers, ask questions to us, not just the answers. Further, it can happen that you may want that should always include certain things in the outputs. Maybe at the start, maybe in the middle, at the end. But if you want some consistency to be there, you should not be telling it every time. We can use a certain kind of prompt patterns that we will see, which will allow us to get that certain thing at that certain point in the text based on the pattern or the prompt we are giving. Overall, we may want to know how do we make sure it always includes these things out, and how do we make sure that its output is always formatted in a particular way. If we want, like in bullet points, if we want some summary, if we want it in any manner, so how we can make sure that to happen. All these problems that you want to solve is basically by changing the pattern of our prompt. basically the structure, right? And this is the whole field of the prompt engineering that has come up. Basically, what is prompt engineering is? It is a means by which these LLMs or the large language models are programmed via prompts. Couple of things which you will start seeing from the very next video, that more generic the prompt, more generic the output. If you write a very generic prompt, your output will be very generic. On the other side, if you write a very specific prompt, your output will be very specific also. We will see this example in the very next video, what I mean by this. Also, we will all see the example of immediate prompts versus prompts that span a point in time. And there we will see if you want to do something over repeated multiple times during an interaction, how we can make the prompt last a span of time. During this course that we are going to do, those videos will cover the different prompt patterns in these 5 heads. First of all, we will start with foundational patterns, followed by interaction patterns. Then we will move to analytical patterns, followed by content transformation patterns. Lastly, we will wind up with advanced strategic patterns. Foundational patterns, interaction patterns are very versatile. Even content transformation patterns, they are used throughout. Not only in marketing domain, in business domain, in any domain. These are the patterns that will be very heavily used by each one of us. Other patterns like analytical patterns and advanced strategic patterns may be more specific to the business context, but still I think that they are applicable to other contexts easily too. This diagram that you see is basically a taxonomy chart of the 24 pattern types that we are going to cover. So as I have discussed that these are the 5 major heads: foundation, interaction, analytical, content transformation, strategic patterns in the previous slide. From the next lecture, we will have each small videos for each prompt pattern individually, so that it's not become taxing for you to learn everything in one single video. So in the next sessions, like within foundations, there are persona, few shots, template, context manager, ethical guardrails. Similarly, within interaction, there are flip interaction, question refinement, role play, reflection, team collaboration, and so on and so forth. And you can see on the slide, there are different prompt patterns in the every head. So in the next session, when we meet again, we will start with what is the persona pattern within the foundation pattern header. So please feel free to reach out to me on LinkedIn, and please connect to me if you feel the need. And you will be able to find the connecting code on this QR. If you scan, you will be able to connect with me. I hope by this series, as the videos come, you will be able to gain insights how to make your prompt patterns more efficient. And this was for this video. I will meet you in the next video very soon. Thank you.